Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of this Not a Fact Basketball Talk. We got Coach over here. I said it right. We got Snuff over here. Y'all know what's going on. We're excited. We missed out last week because we took a couple of days to go watch Battle for Atlantis. We're going to talk a little bit about that later. Yeah. But you know what we do every time we start. Unless Carl, you want to say anything before we get started?
Now tune into the greatest.
Boom, boom, boom. So share the broadcast, like the boy. You know when you like the boy, hit that thumbs up button. That goes a long way. It helps everybody get to see that we live and we moving right now. Share the broadcast. Feel free to comment. Let us know who in here. But definitely let's do that. So while we getting into sharing the broadcast, Carl's going to run through some games for the day. Some updates on some scores that's happening right now. As well as some updates inside around the NBA.
All right, let's get it in. All right, so for the day, 1st of December. We got the Hawks playing the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
That game already started.
Mm-hmm.
Hawks 38, Pacers 29. Leading scorer Kevin Huerter, 12 points for Indiana.
Yeah, Kevin Huerter. I gotta learn that my nickname, man.
Why would they call out?
I keep forgetting.
Forget too. Then we get Sabonis, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we have the Nuggets and the Magics. Magics 11, Nuggets 21. Top scorers, Joker 6 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Then we got Wagner, Franz Wagner to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Timberwolves, Wizards. That's a good game. Timberwolves, oh my God. The Timberwolves,
good game. They had a couple of good wins over the weekend.
Yeah, they picking it up.
Yeah, I like it.
Picking it up.
They ain't sorry yet?
Yeah, 19-20, close game.
My boy Ant. Tell me my boy Ant that league score.
He is the
Yes, go!
7 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist.
I'm finna talk about him later.
Hey, yo. Then we got playing later, 7:30 about to start right now. We got the 76ers and Celtics. It should be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Cavaliers Heat should be a good game. Hornets Bucks should be a good game.
When I have to say that, Cavaliers and somebody's gonna be a good game.
Says LeBron left.
Yeah, but nah, they knocking people off, bro.
Then we got Mavericks, Pelicans.
Even the Pelicans catch a couple of wins over the week. Rockets catch a couple of wins.
And the Rockets Thunder's playing.
Yeah. Guys, I'm not gambling. No more.
And we got the Kings and Clippers. Kings are playing some ball. Says they let go of Luke Walton. Hey, listen.
It makes me challenge if I was a fan base, if I was living in the Sacramento area, I'm be like, yo, guys, why didn't we do this 2 years ago? Like, man, the dude you wasn't playing hit a game winner. Come on. Luke Walton should never get another job. Like, if he gets another job that is white privilege, that is the Walton name, he should not get no more jobs.
I wouldn't say he should not get another head coaching job.
Okay, head coaching, yeah.
He probably is a great assistant. He could be a good assistant. But as a head coach, you're not a head coach. In my books, bro. In my books. But, yeah. And shout out Marvin Bagley, yo. Big shot. That's a big shot, bro.
I'm going to take another sip. And then Buddy Hield just, count on by, you know what I mean? Like, now, do you still need him to go now? Hey. Now that they have a little different situation going on?
Since Luke called, he can stay.
Yeah, because I'm like, they got a couple of all-star, they got a future all-star in DeAarron Fox, maybe a future all-star in Bagley, maybe you have one of the best three-point shooters in Buddy Hield.
Maybe a six-man candidate.
You mean
Buddy Hield?
Buddy Hield, yeah.
He's coming off the bench, so he might be a six-man candidate.
Do you think they will continue to allow him to come off the bench now that they have a coaching change? Because the coach who is coaching right now said, I drafted the kid, so I want the kid on the court.
Yeah, he did. But Alvin Gentry,
yeah.
But I mean, if the flow is working out, Buddy coming off the bench. Yeah, run with it.
Run with it.
And if Buddy probably could embrace this role, he could be a Jamal Crawford. He could be a Lou Williams.
A new with a boy named from Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Clarkson? Jordan Clarkson?
Clarkson, right.
Jordan Clarkson.
Like, if he embraced the role, he could be a six-man, bro.
And who did we say was better when we had the argument with Ayton and Buddy Hield? We said Buddy Hield, right?
Yeah, we said Buddy. Yeah,
okay.
we said Buddy. So, yeah, that's faster. That's the games for the day. We started trying this down, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Now, man, you're talking about some 242 bread drink. That's all we about. The Bahamas, baby.
Yeah. So we got Buddy playing tonight.
Alright, and then let me throw something out there real quick since we're doing some updates and stuff like that. Man, 2 Ball brothers played the other day. I got to watch the 2 Ball brothers play. And it was fun.
A good game.
It was fun. It was exciting.
It was a good game.
I got to see, it almost looked like you got to see the big brother playing the little brother. Because, like, he got a couple blocks on him, got steal off him. He little brother tried hacking him. Lamelo tried to take his head off.
But that's what he said in the post-game interview.
Mm.
He's like, I'll always be the big brother. I'll always be the big brother.
That's mean.
Yeah, no matter how you talk about it, that's his team. Yeah, he has a team. That's cool.
Shout out to LeVar Ball and the wife. But, like, that was fun to watch, bro. Like, I don't get to watch a lot of games based on my schedule, but that was one where I was like, yep, not doing nothing tonight. You got to go watch this particular one.
And they hold him, I don't know why they hold him back, Jano, bro. Like, the first game in the G League, he dropped 22. After that, they giving him 6 minutes a game. After that, like, they don't want him to shine,
I think it's
bro.
a conspiracy. That's how LeVar was. And now, if you put Jello in there, man, LeVar, you
told
can't
you
shut
so.
LeVar up. Yeah,
I told
you
you
couldn't
so.
shut LeVar up. So is you think it's that?
Bro, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, dog. How a kid can drop 22 in the first game,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't play him after that?
So, like I said, obviously he is something nice. He was good in summer league. Like, come on, get a boy an opportunity.
Yeah, boy, I don't know.
Man, that's how I know we missed the week. Because, like, I feel like I got so much to talk about. You know what we didn't get to talk about?
What that is?
That Lakers situation
Detroit?
with Detroit.
Yeah.
Isaiah Stewart versus LeBron James squaring up. Blood all over the place. Let me go. Hold me back type of stuff. You had Westbrook doing the hands. It was just so exciting. I wish we could. That's the only reason I'm mad we went to Bible Atlantis. I definitely wanted to talk about that particular situation.
Stewart looked like a I saw a clip of him. He didn't bully a lot. Not say bully, but he's aggressive, bro. And how he played like a lot of players he already
hit, slap,
really, you know
elbow,
what I mean?
all of that.
And I'm looking at him like, bro, you in the wrong era, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You the 80s.
It would have worked back in the day.
Yo,
he almost looks like
right team, wrong era.
fair. But with that said, I do like the nasty. And that's like he gave Detroit some nasty, bro.
Like that.
So when last whoever was gonna be like, man, I gotta go watch the Detroit game. That second Lakers game, you going and watch that. I don't know if you went and watched it, but I know people went and watched that. I watched it. Yeah, they played like back to back.
Oh,
so I went and watched that. I wanted to see that.
There wasn't like LeBron out of him played, so it wasn't
LeBron played. Yeah, no,
because LeBron suspended the
No.
game.
It was a back to back. I'm sorry. It was a week later. Or 2 of them did play. Wow. So it was like a week later.
All right.
But it wasn't no tension or nothing like that. The Lakers win like I think 10 or like 12 or something like that. But you could tell the energy was a little different in the arena because of the situation. So that was cool though. So I definitely want to talk about that. I do want to ask you this. You watched the play. You watched the play with LeBron and Stewart.
Yeah, I watched it.
How do you feel? Do you think LeBron meant to do that? Do you think LeBron should have got suspended longer? What you think?
From what I see, you can see it was not intentional. Mm-hmm. Like you said, but the play was, okay, this guy is aggressive. He's playing me aggressive. I'm going to be aggressive too. So it wasn't like LeBron ran down. You see, so it's like a blockout type of situation.
Right.
And I think, I don't feel like LeBron should have gotten suspended because he just is like, yo, no. But then when the guy started to store
the extra stuff.
Right, when the store started doing it, it's like, hey, yo, like, you really blowing this on a portion, bro, dog. Like,
I mean, his face was bloody.
Yeah, like, it was an accidental play. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, but if you was a aggressive dude, you should be able to take that aggressive play too.
Take it
you
back.
understand, right? You can't.
So I actually at first I was like, man, LeBron wrong for that. Like, we don't remember that. But then, like you said, when I watched some more plays of him because his name started coming up in social media, you start seeing plays. I'm like, oh no, but you play like this, right? So if a dude, get off of me, right. You know what I'm saying? That could happen. That comes with how you play,
right?
So I have no problem with that. And I was surprised after watching some of his clips. I was like, how's this guy in the league? So like, what's his value? Because obviously I don't watch a lot of Detroit games, but like, what's his value if he plays so reckless with reckless abandonment? So how are they allowed? Jello ain't in the league. How is he in the league?
I guess it's energy. Mm-hmm. Some teams probably like the energy.
He's an energy guy.
Team. Only one team. Detroit probably like the energy that he brings to you're on the court, you know. So it's like he's like a wilder, more aggressive Montreal Harris.
Hmm.
Harold.
Good comparison.
Yeah.
Good comparison.
But
Less
Harold-
scoring.
Right.
Less scoring, but like that same energy.
Right. And
Mhm.
Harold more composed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you play with him,
Yeah.
you will get physical.
All right. So now, okay. Before we hop into the actual topics for today,
Mhm.
I did want to tell you guys about our experience at Balfour Atlantis.
That's right. That's
We
good.
was over there last week Wednesday, last week Thursday. We got to watch a couple of games.
Good games, bro.
We
Good
watched
games.
Baylor. We got to watch Arizona State. We got to watch VCU.
Uh-huh.
But who stood out to you?
Ohio, we watch Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Who stood out to you?
Well, the Baylor team stood out. They, you could look at them and see like, hey, they're well coached, they're well seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see they won a championship already. Like,
Right.
you look at it.
Different tier. Like
Yeah.
a tier.
Ohio, was it Ohio?
I think it's Arizona State. That was the second game the next day.
Arizona State, yeah, they are right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they lost to both teams that we watched.
No, remember, was it Arizona State who had that, I hate to say white boy, not to be racist, but he was a white man.
That's Ohio.
That was Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, then. That boy was nice. That boy was nice.
They had two good guys and a big guy. They
And
were
the big guy, I remember the
Yeah.
big guy. He had some nice plays and stuff like that.
So
And they look very organized.
right. They played better in the second half. I
Mhm.
mean, it was a close, not really close, but the first half was kind of close. But the second half, they just ran away with it. They just ran away with it.
I doubt they're watching this right now, but shout out all the fans from the different schools who were out there while we were there. We were having a good time talking to the fans. We had some fans giving us some history about their team, about their player that came from Texas. Then the next school, me and the guy was just having a good back and forth and having fun. So it was just really fun. And I say, yo, it made me miss college basketball. Like, so NBA basketball, college basketball, a little bit different, but being in that environment with all the fans, the parents, the kids, seeing everybody doing all the standing up until the first team hit a shot, that was very annoying, but standing up until your team hit a shot, all of that was really exciting. I'm glad we went.
And it's different. It's a different atmosphere with any college sport than professional sport. Because if the band could have traveled, we'd have hit a band.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
some college.
If it wasn't a Bahamas trip.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but they tried to plug it in with the DJ. Had some little band music playing behind it. Then you had the little anthem going.
Mhm.
Go.
Yeah. They
you
did
know,
that.
so,
They had some of
yeah.
that. Oh, it was just fun, man. It was
Right.
really fun. And can I say this? It was more fun than the remember when we went to the Big Three? That was more fun than Big Three, if you ask me. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the atmosphere because college, the atmosphere has been around for so long.
College brings a different atmosphere.
Right, it's been around so long.
History in the atmosphere.
Right.
Okay.
So, Big Three is just like street ball. We go in the park, we watch. Oh yeah. And I was like,
you're right.
So,
And then it's half court versus full court, so it's a
Right.
little different too. All right, so I did want to point out, they already have the teams set for next year. So I just wanted to call it out real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, man. These some nice teams. These some nice teams.
They playing.
They got Butler.
Okay.
They got BYU.
Who gave him Butler?
Huh?
Who gave him Butler?
Chris Paul. I said
No.
very confidently. There you
No.
go. He come from school in North Carolina.
Wake Forest.
No. Butler. Butler come from Butler.
No. Butler gave him Marquette, bro.
Who come from Butler? Come on.
Gordon.
Eric Eck.
No, Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward. Yeah.
And
Because
the
they was
coach.
in like the Final Four and stuff. Yeah.
Coach Brad Stevens.
Yeah, that's true. I get it. Yeah. All right, so they got Butler, BYU, Dayton, Kansas. Kansas is going to be here.
That's nice.
I think they were one of the first teams to ever come to Balfour.
Nice. Nice.
NC State, shout them out. I've been to a couple of the games. I have
NC
friends who
State.
used to go there. USC, big football school, but they coming over here for some basketball.
UFC?
USC. Trojans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. You know who came from there?
They have basketball players from USC.
Yes, bro.
Ooh.
You got
I couldn't even guess this.
DeMar DeRozan.
He from USC?
Yes, bro.
Okay. I mean, he is kind of gangster.
Nick Young.
Nick Young. All the gangster dudes. All the ones who be throwing up gang signs. All right. Obviously that's school in California.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Tennessee and Wisconsin are the last two schools. Wisconsin really nice too.
I want to watch the Tennessee game, bro.
So I
guess, like you said, history, the Orange Man,
I think
not the Orange Man, and sorry, Syracuse, sorry, but Tennessee, yeah.
I'm thinking we need a full day, everyday pass to this particular event. This is gonna be a lot of good games.
Hey boss, I'm gonna be sick next year, Thanksgiving weekend. I'm gonna put my sick slipper now.
Right.
Next year, Thanksgiving.
Right. No, gotta wait till January start. It's for the year.
For the year, right?
Yeah.
Good. No, but our fiscal year starts.
Oh, the fiscal year. You gotta move it to fiscal year. All right, so moving on. I think our next topic for the day, let me get into that right now. I think that's me. Yes, our next topic today is an injury report.
Okay, let's go.
Excuse me, guys. So, what I want to talk about today is Ja Morant. They just recently announced that Ja Morant will be missing about 1 or 2 weeks. A couple of weeks. They said a couple of weeks due to a knee injury in the left knee. So just want to go through the injury. If you guys at home, you want to go pull the injury up, I'm going to talk about it, try to give you a visualization and give you the things that you want to think about, the things that they're thinking about, and why it's taking about a couple of weeks. But it's not as super serious as like a Klay Thompson injury that's season ending or nothing like that. Boom. So he was a situation where he's dribbling. Imagine he's dribbling, he's driving into the lane. He does a little stop, a little pull back, bring the dribble back, try to like escape dribble type of situation. And while he was coming out of the escape dribble, you could see he pulled up a little bit like, I feel something inside his left knee. So the couple of things that you want to notice when you look at that type of situation and that type of injury from an eye, putting your eye on it. When he come in, did he plant? You know how ACLs go. Yeah. So every time you talk about a knee, you think about ACLs. Number one thing you think about.
First thing. Then the meniscus.
Then you start dealing with the MCL, LCL. So the ACL and meniscus, the first two things we're going to talk about right now. So first we're looking at it, we want to see when he planted, did it shift? Did it give away? Did it move, do like an inward movement? We didn't see anything that from watching the mechanism of the injury. What we did see, though, is when he was driving in, he did like a little, like when guards, you're a guard, when guards coming in and you use like your foot to drag a little bit to slow down your momentum or change a little bit of pace. He did do that. And then, so you do, from a standpoint of athletic trainer, I'm looking at that. There might be a little bit of stress in that MCL area. That's the medial collateral ligament on the inside of the knee that runs from north to south. That might be a little stress there when he did that little drive. But after the play happened, he pulled it up, they called the timeout, they come on the sideline. Then you see him, again, you got to keep your eye on the guy. You see him on the sideline, pushing his leg from the outside in, and then you see him rubbing on the inside.
So I guess you're trying to stretch it. And then
right. So all those things indicate to our medical professional that we might be dealing with a MCL type of injury. But what you want to still be concerned about, you just still want to check out your ACL. Because although normally ACL is a straight leg, normally it's a turn and plan, you still got to check it out. Right. Meniscus, like you mentioned, the same way that he was coming in, when he did that stop dribble with the knees bent, it was a flex position, you still have to worry about the humerus pressure on top of the meniscus, those two bones. For guys who don't know, the meniscus is like that little cushiony part of the knee. It keeps the bones from contacting with each other, gives you a nice little cushion. But when you put pressure on the wires, you could cause some shear, you could cause some tears. So, like I said, we don't know the full extent. The doctors, of course, the TM doctors doing all of that. But what their understanding is, there is a little bit of pain, a little bit of soreness in the knee injury. The things they are scared about is the MCL. They're scared about the meniscus. It doesn't seem like they're even talking about the ACL.
Good,
but that's really, really good. So they do expect him to be back in a couple of weeks. But I just wanted to talk about that because those one of them injuries, when you see it, you get super, super, super concerned. And now you just want to check it out, do some x-rays, do some, what's the next word? MRIs to check the tissues, check the bone. But it seems like everything's in order. They're just going to take a couple of weeks to let him rest, and we'll see how that goes.
I mean, he's an explosive guard, so I think they'll have to look at every avenue to check that to make sure he's okay, because that's one of his key
attributes.
Right.
Yeah. He's the franchise guard. He's the franchise. Yeah.
So that's crazy.
So I do think a part of the reason, too, we're taking a couple of weeks off because he is the franchise. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to get back out there right now. They're in a good position. They're in the middle of the pack, or everybody all jumbled up right now in the league.
Man,
so there's no reason to force them out there and risk a future injury. So take a little break. Let them take a little rest.
Bro, that's crazy. We are like even in the East, you get like 7 teams in 7 plays. Like what the hell?
Right, and the worst teams can beat you
right now,
and that's what's solid. That's what's great about the league. So that's all I had to say about John Morant. Wish him a speedy recovery. He is one of my favorite players, and we do have him coming up in one of the topics later, so we're going to talk about him some more.
Let me give a little injury update since we're on injuries too.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
We got Damian Lillard. He's going to be out for 10 days. Lower abdomen, tendonitis, pathy or something like that. Yeah, then we got Bam, 305 in my yayo. He undergoes surgery on a torn ligament in the right thumb.
That's common basketball injury, man. Why they always get these thumb injuries? You know what they call that area? The snuff box. The snuff box. And continue.
We got Michael Porter Jr.
He's injured?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Underwent the lumbar spine surgery. So he should be out for the rest of the season.
And he's still dealing with this spine? Because remember he had back problems come from his drive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
I hate to hear that, man. He's one of my... I was mad you didn't even have him on the list. For the future, for the later topic.
Yeah. That's why.
Okay.
That's why. Then we got Justin Holiday. He's out 10 days.
COVID.
Yeah, health and safety.
Okay, because he just had him a good game.
Yeah.
He just had him a good game.
LeBron is also on the health and safety protocol as well.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I believe LeBron injured.
He don't want to see.
Yeah, I believe LeBron injured. Because if you watch the game, the last game they played, there was moments where LeBron still was grabbing at his abdomen area because I think he had like an abdomen issue as well. So I maybe said the health and safety protocols, but he didn't look good in the last game.
Yeah, I got it. Then Devin Booker left the game in the first half with a hamstring injury.
Oh, and the Suns still win?
17.
Jesus Christ. Bro. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
So show them out. So that is our injury updates, injury reports. Hopefully all these players get well soon.
Please.
I mean, it's fun when these guys on the sideline need some good names.
Yeah.
Need some really, really good names. All right, so let's move on to our next topic. Ooh, what's our next topic is? Oh, no. I get too excited.
Oh.
I thought we got to the rankings.
No, not yet.
So right now we're going to talk about which 3 players,
Banking off of injuries.
piggybacking off of injuries, man, you put these topics together real good. Which 3 players do we think had their career shortened due to injury? Which 3 best players we think had their career shortened due to injuries? You want to go first? I'm going to go first. I got me a nice list over here. You want to go first?
Go first, since you got like that, bro.
All right, Ted.
Dig accolade down there.
I'm bragging about the list.
Go first. Let me get us 3.
I'll pull my list up real quick.
Let me get us 3.
Did a little work with this one.
Let me get us 3.
Okay.
And if he have who I have, I'm gonna clap.
Oh my goodness.
Let me go first.
Oh, yeah, go first because
All right.
I have a work situation. 1 second.
All right. So my 3 is Penny Hardaway. His injuries was cut short. He had knee issues from Orlando, and he played like 3-4 good seasons. And after that, Penny Hardaway went down. Knee injuries killed his career. And then next on my list is Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy, awesome player for Portland Trail Blazers. He showed us so much good moments, game-winning shots, driving to the ball. Like, he was so, like, Brandon Roy would have been one of the top guards that played the game. And then we had, and then my last one, my top one is Grant Hill. Grant Hill coming out of college at Duke. Grant Hill is like one of the top players coming out of college. He started to play for Detroit, one of the best players in Detroit. They had Grant Hill like one of the next Jordan. And the injury, his foot, knees, that's killed his career. He came back, he showed us a little glimpse of what it would have been in Phoenix, but it wasn't the Grant Hill that we saw in Detroit. So Grant Hill is my number 1, Brandon Roy is my number 2, and Penny Hardaway is my number 3.
You did them in order, so as in...
I mean, that's how
okay,
it is.
All right, so you did have one person on my list that I have as well. So I'm starting off with that person, Brandon Roy.
Okay.
All right, so I did have Brandon Roy. I think the reason why I had him top of my list, first name I even thought about when we talked about this, because he was just so exciting to watch. He was like a big dog killer. You know what I mean? So when you watch it, like when the best players are playing, Kobe Bryant, Paul Press, all of these other players, Tracy McGrady, he was one of those best players. And we really, really, really didn't get to see the full extent of what he could do. He had some 50-point games, he had some game winners, and it was on track to be a really, really great career. And that's why I missed out on that. Next person on my list, I had Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum did have some good success. He won a ring with the Lakers. He had a couple of good postseason runs. But when he got to, after leaving the Lakers, he went to the Sixers. That was it. He had 3 injuries, 3 straight years with the Lakers in the playoffs. Then went to the Sixers, and that was it. The reason I put him on my list is because I really, really liked him as well. You know, I'm a big Laker fan. And he was a part of that Kobe era when they was actually doing work and all that. And he was tall, he was big, he was mobile. And it was just sad to see all these big mobile guys. So I didn't want to put any more mobile guys, Shuttle Grego, the big guys on the Shuttle Grego. But I didn't want to put him on the list. The next list I want to walk, and I actually wanted to add him because it's something what we do. Jay Williams. Jay Williams wasn't really an injury in terms of basketball per se. He had a motorcycle injury. But he came out of college, highly touted, player of the year, NCAA championship. They had him to do a whole lot of great things. And the motorcycle injury really threw him off. Yeah. And so I think I was excited. And because watching and listening to talk about basketball, and I was like, man, he might have had a lot to give in the league, but we just never got to see it. Right. So I think those 3 guys are the ones that stand out to me. But I thought about Anthony Hardaway as well. He's one of my favorite players as well. If Shaq never left the Magic and went to the Lakers, I would have never probably liked Kobe Bryant. I probably would have liked Penny.
That's my favorite player growing up, bro.
Right. So I think that's what it is.
Prince Villa won up award.
Showing them Penny Hardaway's and kicks was fresh too.
And they coming back next year. They come back. I'm gonna copy that a pair, Penny. I'm gonna copy that a pair, bro.
Now I do have a question. That's in my list right here. Okay. Which team drafted Brandon Roy in the year that in 2006? Which team drafted Brandon Roy in 2006? Yeah, we got questions for his ass today. We got questions for his ass today. Let's go. I got one rock. We got one rock. We got one rock.
Boy, I'll go with Seattle Supersonics.
Which is gonna be right. Nah. So he's drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves and then traded over to the Portland Trail Blazers.
I know he played for the Timberwolves, but he went back after he came back off injury. He played for the Timberwolves. Yes.
Did he?
Yeah, when he came back.
Oh yeah. Trying when he was trying. Yeah. But yeah, so they did draft him, and then they traded him that same night, draft night trade. Right. I got one, man. I got one. Go. So now we like 20 and what? But we gonna keep it moving. All right, so moving up now we're getting to our bi-weekly rankings. So this might be tri-weekly this particular time. But we're going to get in our top 10 rankings. We like to call it the Fine 9 with one honorable mention. So who you got on your Fine 9? I want you to start. Who you got on your Fine 9?
My Fine 9? Okay, honorable mention with 11 and a 10 record. In the last 10 games, it's 7-3. That's why I put them there. Because they really been balling out the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay, I like that.
Number 9, they had the Wizards, 13 and 8. They fell off the last 4 games. So they dropped. Hornets is my number 8, 13 and 10. They was on a little roll, lost 2 in a row, lost to the Bulls last game. So they would have been more higher, but they lost.
Right. Had they beat the Bulls.
Right. Yeah. Then I got the Heat. 305, I'm not biased. I got the Heat at 7. 13 and 8. Then I got the Bulls at 6. Then I got the Jazz. Jazz had dipped and they went on a little run again. So they did a consistent season team as usual.
Right.
Yeah. Then I have the Nets. 15 and 6. They're leading these.
That's your 5? That's your 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have I have 1, 2. Yeah, the 5. I have the Nets.
I would love to hear who your 4 better teams is than the Nets.
Okay,
I can think of 2, but
the Nets, they was up and down too. They right. So next I have the Bucks. They're 13 and 8.
They've been playing good,
but they're on a 7-game winning streak.
Gotta give them that.
So That's why they're ahead of the Bucks, ahead of the Nets for me, because they're on the 7th game. They've been winning. So the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And that's just about Middleton back.
Yeah,
Middleton back. Yeah,
and they generally, like, you watch the game, and then you got the little guy from Duke.
I love him. Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen. Love that boy from college.
Now you seeing, like...
He might be the first white boy I liked from college going into the league, and I still like him. Yeah.
Like, you can see his I guess I'd say his growth from playing with...
Duke got good white boys.
Yeah, but not all of them becomes...
essential to the league.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, J.J. Redick has been...
Right. But that's the only one we think of.
But Grayson Allen, like, from playing from Utah to now, he's really broad.
He's getting better, and he's becoming a significant role player.
And connected with that team. Then I have, after the Bucks, number 2, I have the Golden State Warriors. 13-3, they lost that one game to the Suns. But they're going to be playing them on Friday. Can Curry come back after that voice give it his history of his life? Like, can he do it? This Curry was off, bro.
Yeah. Was it more the Suns' defense? I can talk about this one because I think I'll be the same with this part. Was it more the Suns' defense or was it Curry?
Like I had, I'm saying it. What the kid named number 25? Oh man.
Bridges.
Bridges was
Shout out Spooty, man. You know we got shout out Spooty.
7-foot wingspan. He had like I see taller guys. God, Curry did. You know, he just so it could be a ingredients of both.
Okay.
An off night with good defense. You know what I mean? Like, but he gonna say, I lock Curry down, and I don't blame him.
Why not? No one else can do it.
I don't blame him. You know what I mean?
But we'll see next year.
Yeah, we see how Friday goes.
So that means your number 1 is
the Phoenix Suns.
Shout out the Phoenix Suns. Shout out 242. Shout out Spooty.
Yeah, 17 game in the streak. You can't beat that. Like, when I remember we first did this. The second week was like, yo, Phoenix wasn't even on our list. It was like 4 and...
Right. Even though they was in the finals last year, we had them like 4 or 5 or something.
No, back the record was like 4. They only won 4 games.
Oh, you mean on
4 games. So they're
yeah.
like, whoa, this is Phoenix. They're like 4 and 7. Like, what the hell is going on? And after that, they
turned that around.
Yeah.
All right, so my list ain't that too crazy. I do have some switches that I'm going to switch with you, and I do have a team you didn't mention on my list.
Okay.
Shout out the honorable mentions. I got the Charlotte Hornets. I think, like you said, how they beat the Bulls, they would have easily been on my list. But then I don't know who they're going to knock off. So, starting off my Define 9. I actually got the Dallas Mavericks on my list. All right, so I got the Dallas Porzingis been playing better.
Oh, that dunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
We can talk about that later. But Porzingis been playing better, so I want to sneak them in, get them in that list. They've been putting in work.
They're like 4 and 6.
Yeah.
That's why
I just want to sneak them in. They earn it right now. A little conversation about them. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Then I got the Washington Wizards. Man, I didn't think we was going to be 6-7 weeks into the season and they would still be on this list. But shout out the Washington Wizards. I got them as number 8.
Shout out Beal, bro.
Shout out Beal. Shout out the whole squad.
No.
Shout out all the old Lakers. Like the whole squad.
No. Shout out Westbrook. Like, I'm going to give him a shout out.
We're not going to do that.
No, because, like I tell you, I appreciate Beal for doing this.
He's going to say it straight.
You know, Beal was like, yo, I watch Russell Westbrook play every day, and I studied him. I saw him in practice. I took everything in, and he showed he's applying it, bro.
Okay, I thought you was going to say something.
No, he's applying it.
And it's just like, you see the growth, and this is why sometimes you do need someone there next to you to teach you the ropes, and same thing with LeBron. Like, you know what I'm saying? LeBron might be the greatest, but he needed to teach him how to run the stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my number 8. Number 7, I got them Bulls. You know we love them Bulls. They looking good.
Why, they get a ball?
Because they got balls. They got balls, bro. Big balls. Now, defense on point, and this is what I want to say about my top 7 teams. My top 7 teams, all of these teams, I'm going to list from 7 up, both top 10 in offensive rating and top 10 in defensive rating. So I'm excited to talk about these teams. And again, we never thought we'd see the Chicago Bulls, but they might be legit contenders this year. So number 6, I got the Utah Jazz. Like you say, they've been picking it back up. They've been looking good. Defense, top 10, of course. I said that already. I got the Miami Heat over them. I've been liking what Miami's been doing. But everybody in the league has been, you win 1, you win 3. Yeah. Then I got the Bucks. The Bucks has really come along, and I don't believe they're going to stay at my number 4 for a long time. I think they're going to move over time because they just starting to play better. Because you realize that once they have Drew Holiday Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Chris Middleton in the lineup. They ain't lose yet. So once them dudes playing, they ain't lose yet. So I can't be mad at that. That's the last finals. That's the championship team. So number 3, I got them Brooklyn Nets. I got a little Brooklyn higher than what you had them. Kevin Durant's still the best player in the league. Kevin Durant's the best player in the league. You see that dunk Harden had? That little putback Harden had. He do all that shaking. He felt that. He felt that. But I do love what the Nets are doing, and they seem like they're starting to hit a stride. So I like what the Nets are doing. Blake Griffin looking good. Brown looking good.
Blake, they taking Blake on the rotation.
No, I mean
like
start.
Yeah.
But he's looking good when he's in the game. With the boy LaMarcus Aldridge looking good. So I'm feeling good about them. Now I'm with you on the last 2. Had not the Suns beat, when you sent me this, I had the Golden State Warriors as number 1.
Me too.
Then last night, I was like, well, that didn't look good. Like, even if they lose by, 1 point, 2 point, I'd be like, all right, no, they still good. Nah, bro. But what's scary about Golden State, so I have number 2 Golden State, number 1 Suns. But what's scary about Golden State? You know what's coming. Our 2-4-2 boy coming in.
Half 2-4-2.
He's going to half. He going to half. Now, if he ever watched this, that's what you want him to hey,
hey, yo, Clay, you 1-2-1. You 1-2-1, boy.
But he coming though. And I said, it's going to be, that's really scary, bro.
And Wiseman.
And Wiseman. That's scary,
and
bro.
Kuminga,
and they number 1.
Kuminga just, dog. And not even Kuminga, shout out Gary Payton the second, bro. Where you get the money from, bro?
Did you hear that quote from his dad? His dad was like, I don't know which male man sleeping. My woman. But boy, that ain't come from me.
That money is...
That was a funny quote, bro. But that's some crazy bunnies, bro. That's some crazy bunnies.
Hey, shout them that Golden State team, they know how to drive, they know how to develop, they know how to pick up.
They know how to manage.
The boy come from the Bulls, who they pick up? Who's the play for Washington? Oubre. Oh man, come on, bro.
You got me stumped right now.
Come on, but you know his name.
He's playing on Wizards.
He's played for the Wizards. He used to play for the Wizards. Then he went to the Bulls.
You got to pull him up,
and
bro.
from the
Bulls, you got me stumped right now. You got me feeling bad right now.
Come on, bro.
Otto Porter Jr.?
Thank you.
All right.
Him. Dude,
but he been nice, though. Because remember, they gave him all that money. Remember when the NBA was giving out plenty money? Yeah. He was the nicest.
But in Chicago, he fell down. Everybody's He came, he's like a Andre Iggy reform, bro.
Right. And let me ask you this question. Is it Chicago? So Chicago's doing good right now. But they had a nice player like Otto Porter Jr. Now we've seen him look good. Lauri Markkanen is on the Cavaliers. Now we've seen him look good. Is it the Bulls?
I would say this. The Bulls was going through a rough patch. Remember, coaching-wise, they got it. Billy Donovan is here now. They got some nice key players that could play ball. Not just, they can play ball, bro. So, coaching, getting the right team together, a system, they looking good.
Can I say this now on just like a big jump out on the ledge on this one? Bulls going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if it's going to be against the Heat. I don't know if it's going to be against the Bucks. I don't know if it's going to be against the Nets. But the Bulls, hearing this here first, the Bulls are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm ready to do a Jay Will and Stephen A. Smith on this dude. For real.
I am confident to say that.
Well, the next, Stephen A. next going to the conference semifinals.
No. That was dumb to say last year. This year, we can say it's about the Bulls.
No, you said this year. So Jay Will's like, hey, we're going to bet a suit. Jay Will say, hey, this is my design.
No.
We're going to bet a suit.
Because we don't make the type of money Jay Will
and
Stephen A. is making.
You got to be like,
we can put a little something on that, but I feel good about that. I feel good about that.
Bet a jersey.
Write that down right now. Put that in your notes. We got on tape. But I definitely feel confident about that. But I just really like what the Bulls are doing. The defense on the guard side is really good. I like the team defense. The scoring options are just amazing. Come on, man. Like, yo, they're the best guard defense in the league. In the league.
Really?
The best guard defense in the league.
So they're better than Lowry and Butler?
Yes. Caruso and Ball. Not better than Lowry and Butler?
Caruso come on the bench.
But when they on the court, that's
Come on,
locked
bro.
down. He has the most steals in the league. Most steals are most deflection. So like whether he come off the bench or not, that might be one of the best defenders in the league. I mean, no, Lonzo Ball been a good defender.
Their defense is not even better than the Heat defense. We had the best
Right
defense
now,
in the
because
East.
they just off inside the top 10 in offensive rating.
We are the best defense in the East.
Mm-hmm.
But
I argue that.
if you want to put a jersey on it, bro,
I argue that.
bro,
Let's put a team jersey on it. So if I saying the Bulls gonna be in the conference finals,
I get your Bulls jersey.
and if your boy make it, I get you you have a Butler already.
Nah, I don't wait.
You want a hero?
Nah, I don't want a hero.
You want a Butler then?
Give me a bomb.
You want a bomb?
Bomb.
You want a bomb? All right, we're gonna get you a bomb.
Bomb.
Show on that.
Shake on that.
Shake on that.
Oh,
Shake my
right
hand.
there.
Shake my hand. J Black. Shake my hand.
Dude.
All right, so let's move on.
Get it.
Our list wasn't really that off. We just had a couple of teams because we like different things about them, but I don't think our list is that off. All right, so let's move on to the next topic.
This is exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about our top 5 dunks of this season,
Excited.
and then we're gonna talk about our top 5 dunks all the time.
Ow.
Y'all know my dunk. Y'all can think about what's gonna be on my list for all time. But let's talk about our dunks for the season. Let's talk about that.
Which one you gonna go? You gonna do the all time first, or you gonna go do this season first?
Let's go all time first.
I mean, you gonna go first on all time, or you gonna go first?
I'll go first.
You go first all
We
time?
go first all time. I go first with the all time, and then let's make sure when we say it's just for the people that they can be able to go look it up.
Yeah. All right, go on, do your all
So
time.
this is not in no order. This is just my all time favorite dunks.
Oh, we didn't do it in order. Okay.
I didn't do it in order. Yeah. So one of my dunks. First thing I thought about when you saw the list: Pippen over Ewing.
Like that.
When Pippen dunk on Ewing, look at him, stand at him, point. Yeah,
like
that was one of my favorite
that. I
dunks
like
of
that.
all time. My next dunk was Kobe Bryant. I think Nick Van Axel threw him. I'm sorry, guys, we're supposed to have videos up, but Nick Van Axel threw him the ball. He put it around his back, do a little step through move, and then yam it. One of my favorite dunks of all time. My next favorite dunk of all time. Tracy McGrady over, what's the white
Sean
boy's name?
Bradley.
Sean Bradley. He sucked the energy out the building. That was one of my favorite dunks because the announcer, I think it was Marv Albert, but the announcer perfectly described what I just saw. Like, there was no words for me to describe it, and he was like, Tracy McGrady just sucked the energy out the building. And I was like, yes, that's exactly that. My next dunk I want to put on that, I gotta go international. Vince Carter jumping over that my head. That was influential in my life as a kid.
Yeah.
As a kid, man, we couldn't wait to go to school and go talk about that. We couldn't wait to go find some. We was in grade 12. We was looking for dudes in grade 7. We trying to jump over their heads. You know what I'm saying? So like, I definitely gotta put that on the list. And then my all-time favorite dunk is your guy from the Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade, when he yammed Varejao. All time. So I probably is my number one.
Okay.
When he do that step cross, and I know you know the play. Before all that happened, they were down the court.
Yeah.
Block happened, get the ball. Varejao was talking shit. Like, that's $2 I owe you. He run down the court. I even feel like he look at LeBron a little piece, and then he stick the garbage out of
LeBron just trying
Varejao.
to say like,
LeBron decided to go to Miami on that play. That was the play. LeBron decided to go to Miami. He dumped the garbage out of Varejao. But that's my 5 all-time favorite dunks. That's my 5 all-time favorite dunks.
see, I know you would have 1 or 2 that I didn't put it. That's why I try to
Get
think
something
out the
different.
box.
Something
Yeah,
different,
think out the
yeah.
box. Now, my number 5, you gonna like this. Kobe dunking on Dwight.
Iconic. I have the poster in my room. I have that poster in my room.
Bro, Kobe, like, I'm not a Kobe fan. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I respect him, but I'm not a Kobe fan. Yeah, but you know that dog.
Who says that?
I'm not a
Go
Kobe
ahead,
fan.
go ahead.
I never was a Jordan fan either. Like, yo, I read the kicks, but I never was a Jordan
Bet
fan.
you're not a LeBron fan neither.
I mean, we give him 2 rings. But
Okay.
we give him 2 rings, so yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But
But-
man, that's an amazing dunk. I like that. That was in the finals. I remember that.
Look it up. Kobe in LA,
Perfect.
right in Miami, and Orlando.
Perfect triangle. Perfect. It was a perfect triangle.
Oh, my
I like that.
Night number 4, LeBron, but I got 2 LeBrons for number 4. LeBron on David
Dunking.
Jones.
Oh, when he jumped
Like-
over his head.
Like, no, not the one. That's when David Jones went up. Like, no, jump. LeBron went up first.
Mm-hmm.
David Jones went up and stopped, but LeBron keep going.
I do remember what you're talking
Bro,
about. Yes.
David Jones played for Miami.
Yes,
LeBron,
I do remember.
bro, oh my God, that was nasty. Like, how you gonna go before? How LeBron jump before you? You go up. He's still up, and you come down.
Still rising. Yeah, LeBron's still rising.
Bro.
That's just next level athleticism.
And then slash number 4, LeBron and Jason Terry.
That's nasty.
Lawrence Cole steal the ball, pass it to Chalmers. Chalmers just throw it up.
And LeBron just eating.
And Terry just turned around and was like,
he knew it. It's like you know that meme, like at that moment he knew he fucked up. That's about $3. But like
really?
He knew. He was like, I eat that. That was a meme for like 2 years, bro.
Like why?
I actually was mad at the refs for giving LeBron a tech for that. When you dunk a dude like that, no tech is necessary.
I'm gonna have a similar when we get to the next thing.
Okay.
Similar thing. But and then next, my number 3 was Starks on the Bulls.
Ooh.
On the Bulls.
Ooh.
Playoff situation. No Bulls.
Ooh.
Jordan. Pippen.
Whoever they said it was.
Yeah. Came baseline.
Yeah.
Go to the sideline. Stop. Switch back baseline.
And eat everything.
2-step.
Ooh. We got a nice little list right here.
Bruh.
We got a nice little list right here.
My number 2. Like when I saw this, bro, I remember watching this at home. Like I was sneaking to watch this game. This is a late game, playoff game. Golden State versus Utah Jazz. Byron Davis dunking off Andre Kirilenko. Bro,
How do you do this?
bro.
Yes. Like we some basketball fans out here, boy. I like that.
Yo, we got tech for that too.
No man, you can't do that. You take all the clothes off one hour.
I was hyped.
No, I know it's funny too.
It was
He
a
had
bad
that
game.
waist train on.
No, it was a bad thing. He had a bad back. He had bad back. No,
His back didn't look bad on that dunk.
Bro, I remember that I was making noise at the room. I was be sleeping, bro. I was like, whoa!
Come on, go to bed.
How you?
Boy, like that.
Baseline 2 and he let. He didn't even lean. He let on him.
And he feel him. He put it on you.
I like it.
I like that. I like that. I like that. What you got for number 1, man?
Number 1.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna make a video of this for next week, bro. This is a nice list, bro.
Number 1. The Andre Jordan.
Ooh.
Talking off Brandon Knight.
Ooh. He ended his career. I think that's why I got it. He ended his career. We stopped hearing about Brandon Knight after that.
He finished his career. Kyrie Irving ended his career.
And no, it's not. Oh, he do Brandon Knight. But I just know that boy scored like 40 points one time.
The thing about it, Brandon Knight was like crazy in high school and all of the day, bro.
He's killing.
Dylan, he went to Dylan, bro. He's like crazy, bro. Like Shem played against him. Shem, yeah.
Oh, Sham.
Shem played against him, bro. Shem was like,
okay.
oh, this dude nasty.
But I saw Sham was eating him up
Cool.
from what I see.
Cool. He thought that dude was nice, dog.
Yeah. But no, but it didn't look so. I guess Kyrie Irving just was nicer.
That's bro. Like, and then DeAndre Jordan, like the whole play.
Describe this one.
Pick set. Okay. Once a pick set, DeAndre rolling to the rim. Once he's rolling to the rim, who want to pick up? A 5'3" guard.
The shortest guard on the court.
So you want to pick up thinking, hey, okay, I'm going to get a little space. He's not going to dome me this far. Throw it up. Hey, just reach out for it. Party on the floor.
So can I say this part? He was so laid out on the ground. I want you guys to go look this up. He was so laid out on the ground.
God.
Chris Paul had to walk over his dead body and say, DeAndre Jordan, move. Please stop standing over this dead body. I don't want you to get locked up for this. Blake Griffin was on the sideline like, oh my God.
Everybody facial expression and the whole game.
The ref was like, ugh.
DeAndre Jordan like this. Karan Butler.
That was just, that was a good dunk.
Bro.
Now, I wanted to say this, like, you know what I'm saying, not to take excitement from all our good dunks we just listed. You realize they call it a Jordan dunk? We may call it a Jordan dunk in this whole, you know what I mean?
The only
We talk about Jordan get dunk on, right?
yeah, Jordan has some nice little
But it wasn't really no.
But Jordan only dunking like I can remember Jordan like dunking somebody. He dunked a lot of people, but my
The
memory
exciting ones.
was the game in Mutombo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because the Mutombo stay inside the All-Star game.
Yeah.
You'll never dunk on me, Jordan.
That's a good one. That's a good
And
one.
then Jordan came there the next. I think they played like
Jordan.
3 games after the All-Star game. Like, what?
I will give you this one. Your list is better than my list. Your list is better than my list. Maybe when we pull them up on videos and go back, we'll see. But your list got me excited. So I think because you went out the box with it, it was like, man, your list got me excited. But I do believe the best dunk on both of our lists still that Tracy McGrady sucked that energy out the building.
Well, hey.
We gonna vote.
We
gonna put it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
We gonna do some votes.
We can put our 5, your 5.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a little video and post it on YouTube. Then post up the
5-5.
my 5 and votes and do some votes. And we gonna really let people vote and see what's going on. But we gotta follow this one. I like this one.
Do this.
I like this one. So now let's move on. We forget we're gonna do the dunks for this season. Let's move on. You go first with this one.
Okay. My number 5. We got Simons from Portland dunking on Zubac from the Clippers. Yo, that boy really gets some bunnies, bro. He cool. That boy cool.
And he's small. So he's so small.
Yeah. He's cool. You know what school he came from?
No.
He came from IMG. He came out of high school, but he said a prep year. He said a prep year.
Yeah. Like I St. Andrews up there, grade 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we gave him IMG. He didn't go to college, but that boy cool. Next, I got PG on Power. PG from the Clippers. Dunking on Power from the Mavericks. Yo, PG like
that was like a PG dunk. Remember what PG best dunk was?
You really want me to
What was his best dunk?
That 360 windmill.
That was his best one
For me, yeah.
Remember when he dunked on? That wasn't LeBron. He dunked on
Birdman.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
okay. So that to me reminded me of when he dunked on Birdman. Yeah. So that's what I liked about that one.
But my favorite PG jump, my favorite one was when he did that treat. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is
in game. He windmilled his whole body with that.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. Yo, put this guy in a dunk competition.
He did go in dunk competition. I win. Yeah.
Then I got number 3. I got Jaylen Brown on Miles Bridges. Yo, that. Why I like that so much? Because Bridges was getting bodies, right? He's collecting bodies everywhere. Like, calculated. You get one. I get one. Like, Bridges was collecting bodies.
Yeah. He's catching bodies when bodies wasn't even there. Like, even when a body wasn't there, it was still like, oh boy, the whole team get it there. Yeah, the whole team get it.
But Jaylen Brown, he enjoyed that.
Oh my God, he eat him. Oh my God, he eat him, dog. That don't matter. That's my number 1. It's like, he eat him, dog. That's the best dunk in a couple of years. And then you dunk a dunker, bro. Like, imagine you dunk a dunker in a heated moment. That's 4th quarter. Like, that was like a very impactful dunk. And they won the game.
Yeah, they did.
So I gotta give him that. Go ahead.
My number 2 was Jason Collins in preseason dunking on Jaron Allen. Bro, that's another dude catching bodies, bro. Like, Collins, bro. Remember we was talking like, yo, why is the preseason game coming in?
Right.
Dog, that was crazy, bro.
That yeah. And the height. Like, it's almost like he's lift up a little bit more.
And Jason Allen is like, like, dude, it's a preseason game. Why you doing this to me, bro?
Collins, bro. Collins, but I like Collins, you know. I like Collins, bro. I hope I see him in the dunk competition this year.
I don't want to see him.
You don't like big guys down there.
No, like, he's an end-game dunker. He is in a...
You don't think he created? You don't think he created?
No, like, he got a power dunk and dunk it on you. He ain't got that finesse with it. Like,
man, but back in the day, not to change the topic real quick, guys. Back in the day, people did like that power though, because that's what what's his name? what's the guy? The old guys know. Who come? Dominique Wilkins.
Okay.
It was power with him.
But back then it was power. Now Vince gotta change the whole game, bro.
But he was power and finesse.
Right, but after that, you had to maybe some finesse.
Yeah, you had to bring some flair and some
You
style.
have to after that.
I can give you that.
Yeah, so, but bro, that's like Obi talking. What we talking is in-game dunk. When he went and dunk with this shit, he's like,
I didn't even want to watch it. Yeah.
All right.
And who your number one?
My number one, Anthony Edwards on Gabe Vincent from the Miami Heat. Like, yo, this nigga dunk on my dude, bro.
Is this the same dunk where they called the foul?
And that's like, nobody say you
took the talk about
right.
later, yeah.
Yo, how you gonna call a shot? Like, he did it against my team. I didn't like it. But I didn't like the referee calling the charge, bro. Like, the play was like, oh, he had the ball. Top of the keeper at the 3-point line.
Everybody saw it was about to happen, yeah.
Hit it to the top. He did like a fake, you know, V-cut fake. So he cut up and then cut down. So when he cut down, whew, good pass. I think it's Cat. Can't give him the sweet pass. Whew. What he gonna do is just catch 2 steps. I was like, oh my god, like bro. And EP catches some bodies too, but like I wanted to put him in even my top 5 all time last year. But I said I'm not gonna put him there because I'm gonna put him in this one. So I was like, yo, that dog.
That was nasty. I like him. I like Anthony Edwards. I'm not gonna lie. I like that boy. That's like he's skillful and he feisty with it. He will dunk you off.
That boy
He's just like John Morant. He will dunk you off. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So this is why I want you to go first because I know our list is going to be pretty similar.
All right.
You know what I mean? But there's 2 dunks I want to point out, and one just happened this week, so I have to point this one out. So Don, you didn't mention that Jalen Green when he was flying. That dunk where Jalen Green come down the lane and he was just flying through the air. To me, that was just like, man, obviously he's the best jumper in the league. I have to see him in the dunk competition. When I say best jumper, like in terms of like he's going for it. Like he's going for it. Like most people, like John Morant always goes for it. Zach LaVine goes for it. Not a lot of dunkers go for it all the time. So I like that Jalen Green flight in the air. But just the one I wanted to mention. Everything else, you talk about the Paul George, you talk about Anthony Edwards. That Porzingis. I told you that was on my list. Porzingis, man. So let me set the scene.
That's beef on beef.
You got Porzingis on the wing. You know what I'm saying? He just threw the ball out. He waiting on the wing. They threw the ball back. Come on, this Porzingis. We all thinking Porzingis about to hit that little 3 on you. Porzingis do a pump fake and drive in the lane. Josh Allen, that's his name, Josh Allen? Josh Allen said, he ain't finna do this. And Porzingis said, what you talking? Wait, that was one of them, like, you remember when Kobe dunked the Nets and he's swinging it over 2 hands? Porzingis ain't try to put it there. He sling that in the rim, dog. And I was like, whoa! A dunker dunking a blocker is the best dunk in the world. That's why I might be able to put that Jordan 1 in. Because a dunking on a blocker is the best dunk in the world. That was amazing. So again, you sent me the list of the topics. I didn't have this on my list. Then I popped up on my list when I saw it.
When I saw it, I was like, yo.
That was nasty. You know, he knew what he did. He come down, he was like, yes.
Yeah.
I know what I do. So I think it's always exciting for NBA. And you tell me you used to play ball more professionally than I ever did. So isn't it exciting to dunk a blocker? A guy who considers himself, I'm a rim protector.
Yeah. That's like, and then I never thought, but oh my God, so I can cross a guy who think he's the best defense. I get us on lock. Oh, you get us on lock? Okay, I'm guard you. I'm gonna give you the shot guard, bro. Like, if you fall, ooh, all right, and you feel good. Like, all right. Yeah. So with that said, moving on a little bit quick, but how do you feel about you saw the move Chris Paul did when he threw it between the legs backwards and then yucked it back and layup but missed the layup? How do you feel about crossover? I shame you, I drop you, I make you look bad, but I missed the shot. How you feel about that? Does that deserve a highlight? Or you do the highlight, just don't show the short part. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? You still did a move. While I'm laughing, right? How you said it, right? They had a picture up, right, with LeBron and had a dunk for it. 17 years. He's in the 17th year. Taking us to the 7-game winning streak, playing on this 4 different team or something like that, you know. Listen to everything, like, but it's not LeBron. We just want to put a picture there just so you could read it. Like, it's actually Chris Paul. And I was like, yo, they going for it, bro. And I was like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, these dog. Chris Paul really
Chris Paul, and so I think I watched it now. One analyst said that Chris Paul on that particular play had 17 years of knowledge. that boy didn't know. Right? And he was like,
get some
yeah,
things
he was
you
a
know.
dummy. And it's almost like, and it's like, that's how I know I couldn't play basketball. So it's players like that. So it ain't the athletic plays sometimes. It's that those IQ plays. Oh, I don't think like that.
Yeah, right.
There's no way in that fast motion, I'm coming down the court, I'm thinking I'm a faking through the leg, behind the back pass, then yuck it back, and you know what I'm saying? And even though he missed the layup, the knowledge to say I have to put it high on the backboard to get it. That's expert level skill.
Like I feel if they be number one, he deserved to get the MVP, bro. Like
Think so? I don't know.
They didn't
Who's
understand.
your lead? We switching topics now. Who's your leading MVP right now?
I'd say Chris Paul right now for real. 17 game in the street. But Curry don't what Curry do. That's like
And Chris Paul 17 years in.
and see this would hurt LeBron too. Like LeBron been doing this for like 8, 9, 10 seasons. Who couldn't really this what you do, bro. Even though you better than the league.
That's interesting.
You still this what you do. So it's like you ain't doing nothing like
that's a good point.
Like Curry, we've been seeing do this, dog.
That's a good point. What about Zach LaVine?
Zach playing some ball too. Drew Wilson even playing some ball. Them two together playing some ball, bro. Like
I think it's more of a team thing than an individual thing with that team. It's more of a coach of the year thing versus MVP on the team.
Yeah, because I mean, LaVine doing some things right. We was expecting that jump too. So
we did talk about it.
Yeah,
we did talk about
that
LaVine taking the next step.
Yeah.
I did say he would be in MVP conversation this year.
I think he probably would be in the talk, but he probably be like 4th, 5th in the running.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like he this name gonna get mentioned now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, but to see like what Chris Paul doing even at 17, you carrying a young, they're young. That's a young team.
Right.
You didn't take them to the championship, and then you coming around 17.
And still killing, yeah.
Like, you wouldn't know if they even like 25 game winners.
I'll say this though, you don't let them boys get back to the finals.
I think they gonna win.
Yeah, like don't let them get back to the finals. They gonna win.
But it's like they didn't know what to do,
right.
bro.
And they team for like the only other team I'd be scared of is the Golden State Warriors and seeing how Klay comes and come back, and then maybe the Lakers if they figure things out. But Lakers look closer to a trade than figuring things out, and so I don't know. But that was our topic. So we were talking about dunks.
Right.
We ended up on some crossovers. We ended up on Chris Paul. But So we do have one more hot topic for you guys, and then we're going to jump into those pick-ons. I like this topic too.
Yeah.
You said, who would be the first MVP? Who would be the first All-Star? Who would be the first champion? Who would be the first traded from their team? And who would be the first out of the league, out of these lists of players? So we're looking at the MVP, All-Star, champion, winning the championship, getting traded from your own team, or who getting kicked out of the league. And we got a couple of players we want to talk about, some really, really good players. We got John Morant. We got Lamelo Ball. You know, I love me some Lamelo Ball. We got Tre Young. Starting to like him too. Anthony Edwards. Love him too. Yeah, I love all these guys. DeAarron Fox. I like him too. So I like, you name a bunch of guys we do like. This one was tough for me. This one was tough for me.
It was for me too, bro. Like,
all right, so we want to go backwards or forward. You want to start with MVP or start out of the league?
Let's start with.
And everything you got to give, one guy, and then you got to give up maybe this guy too. So we got to give two for everybody. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do a double for everybody because I believe I have a couple names same thing for the same thing with certain people.
So we're gonna go with order of the league first.
Out of the league first.
Order of the league.
That's toughy. That's a toughie. But this list,
I'll probably say DeAarron Fox. Right. He'd probably be first.
That's your number one.
Yeah.
I'd say right now I agree with you.
And then maybe. Don't say maybe. You say probably next. Give or take. I'd probably go Tre Young.
We ain't on the same page. Go ahead. Just give our reasons though.
Because like. Young is more like a scorer, like a smaller guard. Like so, like if teams start to figure him out, I feel like hey, that'll be the end of his career. Like okay, step on him or double on the ISO or like once you probably figure him out, it'll be like hey, yeah, okay, bro. Like IT,
right? That's a great comparison.
IT was like score him. When you figure him out, it's like even though he had an injury,
right? How effective can that be now?
Right, you still got
in the NBA.
Right.
Yeah, because IG's still playing for the Team USA and they winning games.
Yeah, that boy,
but how it affected in the NBA where everybody's 6'6" and higher.
Right, and you figure him out. Hey,
Yeah.
That dip when he coming and when you get closer, you step to him and give him that. Yeah, so.
And then as you get older, yeah, that goes down.
Right.
So okay, I like that. So I do have DeAarron Fox as number 1. I do have Tre Young as number 2 as well. The reason I have DeAarron Fox as number 1 because like I think it was a year ago. A year ago, they had DeAarron Fox. I was like, yo, he got to take the next step. All his counterparts, you look at Jason Tatum, you look at all these other dudes, they took the next step. DeAarron Fox never took the next step. So to me, like, now you're falling closer to the Brandon Knight scenario, where it's like, yo, if you don't develop and get better and get better and get better, then you're just going to be a regular guard. And, like, regular guards don't make a name in the NBA. You got to be the top guard. And then you in the West against all these great guards, gotta step it up. So I think out of all these lists, I had to put DeAarron Fox first. And then for the same reason you said, Tre Young, he's small. So once that shooting becomes non-effective, there's nothing else he can do for you. He gives some assists. But again, once figuring out his defensive loan, how to hone it in.
How effective would you be?
He's effective because of his team is very, very versatile. You can't put him on a lot of teams and that works. So I think that's why I have Tre Young kind of on the list. But Tre Young's so weird because, like, there are other things on this list he could be up there too on. So we'll continue on that. So that's out of the league right now between those 5 players. Let's move on to who would get traded first from their team.
Okay, traded first. That's crazy. You might.
I know this thing ain't going to say no ball.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, I feel like ball. It can be a situation where ball becomes so good, and it's like, you know, he probably would leave the next. Like when his contract is coming up, you know, hey, he's gonna leave
the team in.
And I like at this, and I think like he will be that guy because he didn't get that fame. So like, hey, if you're gonna give me this $200 million, I'm going into this team where you get it. Then you know what? I'm not gonna lose. So let me trade you, get some assets. Get some draft picks, get another player, and I think they'll trade him.
Okay. I know who got for number 2.
Number 2, I take Fox because they didn't pick up Mitchell the guard. They didn't get terrible
Taylor Halliburton
from the guard. So it's like if his game don't improve and these guys game improving,
like we was talking about,
they would let him go, bro.
All right. So you got. Who you got using first? Lamelo Ball first, and then Tre Young after that.
No, not Tre Young.
Sorry, DeAarron Fox.
Yeah.
All right, so who I have first? I actually have Ja Morant first. I believe that Ja Morant's on a progression to become a really, 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 really good player. If the Grizzlies don't start making noise in the next couple of years, those noises going to start, and they're going to be that same situation. Like, obviously, he's going to take his rookie extension, but after that rookie extension, it's going to be like, all right, do I want to continue to live in this environment that we see don't generate money unless you're a really, really superstar? So, I go to a big market type of situation. He's a guy that you put the right team with him, you can win a championship. So I think Ja Morant might be, I have him as first.
But I feel Ja is more like a Damian Lillard guy who would like
loyalty.
Like, y'all have to trade me, but I'm not gonna request a trade even if you don't buy.
Right.
That's the type of guy he feels.
And Grizzlies have shown that they're the type of people where it's like they don't have their market doesn't make players want to stay here. So they ain't dumb enough to say I can see what you do. They gonna trade you. That's the type of organization they are. So that's why I have Ja Morant as my number 1 on that list. And then second on the list, I got Anthony Edwards. I think Cat might get traded from the Timberwolves first if the trades happen with the Timberwolves. But I think Anthony Edwards is going to end up in that same path. The Timberwolves have never proven on all our time to do anything special with their players. The furthest they have ever gone was with Kevin Garnett, and he ended up getting traded to a championship team. So I think I definitely got to put Anthony Edwards on my list. It's going to come a point where his talent level is better than his team, and they're going to have to figure something out. I think he will request a trade because we'll talk about it later on the same list. But I think he's one of the stars in the future. So I can see that with him. So that's 2 I got.
Okay.
So moving on. So we done talk about who out the league. We done talk about who would get traded. Now, who will win a championship first? You only gotta give me one name for this one.
Yo, I'll go with Tre Young. They put the team. They keep the team together. That Hawks team will win a championship before any other team on this right here.
Okay, that's a nice, interesting take. Yeah, that's a nice, interesting take. I go with John Morant. So I said all of that, and on previous subject, I'll go with John Morant. I feel like their team got the right mentality. Right, but if you put the right, I think if they get a couple more veteran pieces that could go with the mix of their young talent, in a couple of years, they could make a step where it means something. Like when people start retiring, when LeBron out the league, when Chris Paul out the league, when Westbrook out the league, when certain people out the league,
Bro,
I think they have a young enough team to carry it on.
the West has always been dominant.
Definitely.
Always been dominant. So,
and that's my belief in John Morant. We'll talk about it later. I believe John Morant can be a top 5 player in the league. That's my belief.
he said it himself.
Yeah.
I'm a top 5 player.
So that's why I can say something like that with confidence because I believe in him. And then I believe Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. could be a top 20 player in the league. I liken him to Chris Bosh. So I think he could be a top 20 player in the league if he stays healthy.
You'll see.
And then I believe Dylan Brooks would be a really good defensive player.
2-way player.
Yeah, so I believe if their team develops and they get a couple good veterans in who could move the scale, I think they could win a championship first. But so you said Tre Young, getting their team together,
right.
They pull all the right pieces, he could do it.
They might get it first.
And I like John Morant. All right, so we moving on. This one, we have to take Tre Young on this. So Tre Young is
ready all-star.
Yeah.
Right.
So outside of Tre Young, we got John Morant, Lamelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, and DeAarron Fox. Who will be an all-star first, including this year now? Could happen this year. Who will be Yeah.
And then after that, Melo. That's my 2.
That's your 2. You think LaMelo can make the... So, I got Ja for sure.
Yeah.
You think LaMelo can make the All-Star game this year?
I feel he can. Like, I feel he would. Because in the East, bro.
Let's think about the guards in the East.
You tell me some guards in the East.
Let's go down the list. You got James Harden and Durant. No, James Harden for sure. Okay. Who number 1 in the East right now?
You think, okay, number 1, okay, even the number 1 team is in the Nets.
Does Lonzo Ball make these? Does Lonzo Ball make the All-Star game? That's how I'm talking next week.
I think Melo will make it over Lonzo.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then Drew Holiday, he will make it over Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
He'll make it over Kyrie. Lowry. He'll make it over Lowry.
He'll make it vote-wise. So we thinking vote? No, we thinking coach's pick.
Voting. Like,
Okay, voting. Yeah.
Who else out there?
Yeah, you're right.
It's the East, bro.
You're right.
Tre Young, like the next guard.
You're right. But remember, Tre Young didn't make it last year.
That's what I'm saying. But I think the
Tre Young better than him.
Find the vote for him, bro.
Okay. Yeah, LaMelo has he has excitement.
Yeah, bro.
I go for him. I'm going to go for him. So yeah, okay. I like that. So I got John Morant. You got John Morant. But we thinking LaMelo Ball might be our second. I think Anthony Edwards is my second. I think Anthony Edwards is steadily improving. I don't know if he'll make it this year, but I'd be very sure to bet he'll make it next year because he's nice, bro.
You heard the boy say, bro, that boy say, yo, if I was 6'6", I'd be like Michael Jordan.
And now he's 6'6".
He's 6'6".
And he look like Michael Jordan.
The boy cool.
And the boy look like Michael Jordan.
That boy cool.
You see what he used to be doing on the court? He ain't just dunking you, he's scoring.
Yo, if this dude dunk on another person, I ain't doing another podcast. If he dunk on another person,
that's a dumb thing to say.
I ain't doing it no more.
That's a dumb thing.
I ain't doing it no more.
He's probably gonna dunk on someone tonight.
I ain't doing it no more.
He probably just dunk on somebody.
I ain't doing it no more.
If you don't want to do the wide no more, just say that. That boy will probably dunk on someone tonight. All right, so we got our last one. We just ran through out of the league. We just ran through who getting traded first. We just ran through who going to be a championship first. We just told you who our all-stars are. MVP. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Which one of these guys, and that's hard to say, is going to be the MVP first, has the potential to be the MVP first?
I'm going with Ja Morant, and then I'm going with Melo.
So you got Ja Morant, then Melo.
Yeah.
So Ja Morant 1, then LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Like, Ja, to me, with all of them, even though Ja doesn't have he's older.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he been in the league a year. Most of them played 1 year in college or abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Ja played 2 years, so he's like 2-3 years older than them. you can see his maturity already. But his gameplay, the way he carries the team, I could see him being a MVP before Lamelo, before Tre Young, before Andy Edwards or DeAarron Fox.
All right, I with that. And then why you got Lamelo second, other than these other guys?
I get Lamelo second because he's an NBA boy. He's a face.
He's the face of them.
He's a face. So they would give him. That's like that year they took it from LeBron for bad news. Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, okay.
Yeah, LeBron was killing that year.
I will say that Derrick Rose was doing exciting things.
He was the face there. Like, hey, this is a new kid coming up. He's gonna be.
Yeah, they did expect him to go to new heights. Yeah. All right, so for this MVP pick, man, I gotta go with Tre Young first. I first. I believe Tre Young. I think Tre Young has the what's the word I'm looking for? Excitement, the moxie, the flair that he can carry, like how similar to Seth Curry. That he can carry, like he gonna have one season, but he carries it out through the whole season. It's just like wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he can continue to do it like Steph Curry on a consistent basis. But I believe he still has one great, amazing season in him. I think, like you said, I think fans, media, they're looking for a new face. I could see him if he has to take that one good step, that being him. And then my number two is Ja Morant.
That's crazy, bro.
Why is that?
You say you can be MVP, but you still say you can be the first of the league?
Yeah. You remember Isaiah Thomas is third in the MVP voting 1 year. So he has that he's really that big on
waistline. Yeah, bro. It's crazy.
So, I love this question because we starting off with these in the first, second, third year guys. These are all guards. And guards, I can believe, do have the hardest time staying in the league in terms of longevity.
Yeah.
Not everybody's Chris Paul. So I'm saying, so I do believe that this was a great conversation. And like I said, Tre Young really does have that type of
up and down.
Yeah. He could be the MVP or he could be out the league in 5 years. So we'll see how that goes. And both could be right. That's the crazy part. Both could be right.
Right.
All right, so we got one more topic for you guys. Y'all know what it is. We always do our pick'ems. I don't think I feel good about our last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't even get the results for the last week because because we
spent some time doing some things. Yeah,
and I was a little under the weather, but we can do our picks, and then next week I'll have our total.
Okay,
we do our picks for this week, and then I'll have the total for the week before that.
The week before the last week that we mixed about for last. Yes.
Right. So we love that.
Y'all better hope we don't go to no basketball games in 2022. We might be doing this shit. I ain't lying for us. We might not be doing this.
I'm ready to go to the game in February. Like I'm ready to go down. Yeah, I ain't been in a Heat game in like 3 years, bro, because of the pandemic. And I go to a game twice a year. I see a Heat game twice a year.
Yeah.
And I haven't, like, come on, bro.
I guess I gotta go get that wine. Yeah, Jeff. I gotta get that Mujabi. What this called?
What?
No, what this called the wine? COVID. No mind, but this call it the spike. But this call it the jump.
The jump.
The jump.
The job.
The job. Yeah, I gotta get one of them jobs.
This is jobs.
I can say Mujabi.
I say Punjabi. You want me to ask jump? What? What you gotta say?
All right, guys. So Kyle gonna list off all the games right now.
You gotta come and pick 2, bro. Okay, you answer the phone when you come back.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
But guys, don't forget, smash that bell. When we have new contents come out, you'll be getting it. Share the link. You know, it goes far for us. Let everybody know what we do here. If you like it, tell a friend about it. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll greatly appreciate it.
Goes a long way, guys. And we appreciate you guys who out here, who be liking the page, who be sharing it, who be talking about it.
Comments,
I love the people.
Voting.
I love the people who even hit me up on WhatsApp. I would love if you guys comment in the comment section, but hit me up on WhatsApp is just as good as well. We'll love it.
But a lot of people have YouTube.
Right.
A lot of people even registered YouTube.
Right.
It's behemoths.
I'm going to take this opportunity now and make a little plug right now. Behemoth creators right now are trying to make a push that we can get monetized over here in the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. So I'm one of those people that have a YouTube channel. I am very close to monetization, but even if I got monetization in the Bahamas, they don't have laws like that over here. Mm-hmm. So I probably have to transfer my account over to somebody else or stuff like that. So we are pushing to do that. So again, liking it, sharing it, all of that goes a long way.
Long way.
But let's move on to that last topic.
Okay.
Sorry for that little pause right there. Let's run them games.
Before we do the pickups, let me just give you a quick rundown on the games.
Oh, yeah, the updates of the games.
Yeah, I'm going to do that for y'all. Let me do that for y'all.
That's what I'm supposed to remember to tell you to do. I forgot about that.
Oh, you forgot about it?
Yeah, I forgot. I was thinking it while we were talking. Yeah.
All right, we got like the first game we tell you about, we got the Hawks and Pacers. Hawks 97, Pacers 92. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tre Young 26 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Okay,
that's a good game. That's a good game.
Triple double. Then we got Brogdon.
You never can say this.
Brogdon.
Who that was his name?
Yeah, right. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Like I say, Pacers up by 5. We got the Nuggets.
Hawks up by 5.
Hawks up by 5. Sorry. Then we got Nuggets and Magics. Nuggets 83. Magic 79.
Told you the Magic's playing good now.
79. We got Joker, 16 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. Cole Anthony. Oh, that boy Cole. Facts. We got Facts. Cole Facts Anthony. That's what we call it.
Cole Fox Anthony.
Cole Facts.
I hope they don't steal that. NBA. That's ours now. Cole Fox Anthony. That's a good name.
Yo, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
That's a stat line.
Shut him up, Obama.
That's a...
Shut up, RJ.
Can I take a sip for that? That's a stat line.
No, facts. Facts. Yeah, that boy.
How points you got? 16 points? Facts. 6 facts.
Then we got Timberwolves and Wizards. I told you that was a good game. They tied 84 apiece. Told y'all that was a good game.
And the NBA got good games right now. And everybody's very equally matched.
10-wise, yeah. Like, some good games.
Talent-wise, everybody's like got talent now.
Then we got Cat in the third quarter.
I bet you the Cavs up.
They say Cat.
Oh.
Cat 32 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. He's 32 points in the third, bro.
Ooh.
Montreal Harold off the bench, 22, 5, and 3.
See, this is my problem now. So boom. Real quick, guys, I stopped betting. I'm not doing this shit no more. That's $5. How do you bet on a game like that?
I wouldn't bet.
Right, like what are you betting? Like the only sure bets is Wizards and not Wizards, Suns and Warriors. Everybody else, they can lose to anybody.
I ain't betting, bro. Then we got the 76ers and Celtics. Who you think of?
Give me them 76ers.
Celtics up 44, 76ers 40.
And now everybody do pick'ems now. Everybody do pick'ems.
Cavaliers beat my Heat team 64-51.
I know they was winning, but the Cavs nice, you know.
This is still early, bro.
They have a good defense.
Still early.
What score? Who got the leading scorers?
We got Kevin Love.
That boy still care about basketball?
Kevin Love, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, bro. Hero 17 and 5. Kevin Love.
Hero?
Yeah, that's how people score off the. He got off the bench.
Hero?
Yeah, but
Boy, get better.
Yeah. But Love, where you came from, bro?
I remember we know Love is a super talent now.
Where he came from?
Yeah.
Love been missing for the past 2 years, bro.
No, stop it now. The Cavs, all right this year. I know about this year. He been doing some things this year.
Love been missing for the past 2 years.
Definitely for the past 2 years.
Right.
We talking about this year. The Cavs all right this year. He's being a good veteran on that team.
Then we got the Hornets and the Bucks. Hornets 54.
I bet you the Hornets winning.
Hornets 54, Bucks 44. We got Rozier 8, 7, and 13.
Middleton ain't playing, right?
Oh, I can't see it.
Okay.
And then we got Antetokounmpo 21, 5, and 1.
Oh, shake my hand. The first time you said my name right.
Antetokounmpo, I also did.
No. You used to say all kind of garbage.
Oh,
shake my hand. Shake my hand.
Antetokounmpo. Then we got the Mavericks and the Pelicans. Mavericks 54, Pelicans 38.
That makes sense.
Luka,
now that making sense.
Luka 18, 2, and 7. Then we got the Rockets and the Thunders. Rockets 37, Thunders 48.
Okay, that making sense.
Yeah.
Who leading that one?
Dort 10 points.
We can't watch no bro.
And then Tate for Houston, 50 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the Kings
Let
and
me
Clippers
say
game at
10:30.
10:30.
Houston real quick.
Yeah.
Houston got a lot of nice young players.
Yeah, they gonna be nice.
Like, I don't know all of them gonna stay on Houston, but those, I need everybody to remember the names on the Houston team. They're gonna be on other teams for years to come. They have a lot of nice
Green. You got Porter Jr.
You got Wood.
You got Woods.
And
you got Christopher. Like, yo.
Yeah, they have a lot of nice wings, bro. They are what?
Kevin Martin Jr.
Yeah, we forgot about him. Kenyon Martin Jr.
Kenyon
Okay,
Martin
yeah.
Jr.
Now, remember how I was telling you how I liked the Wizards last year because they had all them wings?
Mm-hmm.
That's the Rockets this year.
Rockets
And you see what the Wizards doing this year, so I think the Rockets has a lot of potential to make a next step. Now, who you saying was our last game for the night?
Kings and Clippers.
Okay.
Shout out Buddy Hield.
Is that on the pickle?
No.
Okay.
That's not a really big game. Like, I mean, on a big
I know the Kings a little different now without Luke Walton. I look at them so differently without Luke Walton.
You gotta like
you gotta get some more wins in.
Yeah. But let's go. First game, we got Phoenix versus Golden State Friday.
This dude going with the hardest game to
First,
pick.
the blocks, bro. Okay, the blocks.
No, I'm gonna go with Warriors because I don't believe great teams can beat each other back to back. You want to go with that too? Yes.
Okay, I'll take Phoenix. All
right, you sure?
I'll take Phoenix.
The next week when we announce these,
2-4-2, bro.
But you wasn't excited. You wasn't excited to pick 2-4-2 just now.
I don't care.
All right, let's go. I got them
I
Warriors.
don't care. Okay, you got the Warriors. Come on, don't do this. Okay.
We gotta definitely pull up all them Heat games and see all they playing like in Miami. I do want to go there.
I'm going. Yeah. February. No, Carlo birthday. Shout out Carlo birthday on the 18th.
How old he turning?
16th.
Oh my goodness, you legal in the Bahamas? You right. I come.
You done watched like 2-3 years already, bro.
Because we gonna do more than that. He talking about basketball.
Yeah.
He talking about basketball.
All right. We got Chicago and Boston.
You pick
Boston
first.
Saturday.
You pick first.
I'm going Shy down, bro.
All right, I'm gonna go Boston. That's one of them ones where I wouldn't bet because I ain't sure. But give me Boston.
You going Boston?
Yeah. Jalen Brown back yet?
Oh, I don't even know.
But let me go Boston. I still going with Boston because they have been playing a little bit better. So I do like what they're doing.
You
But
got
Charlotte, I like Charlotte. I like the Ball Brothers.
Chicago.
Chicago. I just Ball Brothers. I like them Ball Brothers.
Okay.
I like Charlotte and Boston. Bulls and Boston.
Right.
I still got Boston.
Okay. Now we got Charlotte. And
I don't care what you're playing. I got Charlotte.
Okay, going with ATL, bro.
I got Charlotte. That's a nice one. I
ain't going ATL.
Thank God they wasn't playing like the Bucks or something. But I got Charlotte. Yes, I got the Hornets on that one.
Okay.
I don't know where our score is, but you still leading?
I was leading. I guess
Okay,
I don't know how to.
Yeah, all right. You got to check it.
Memphis and Miami.
I knew you got Miami, so give me Memphis.
Okay.
Give me Memphis. Yeah. And that ain't no easy. I like Memphis beating them.
I got you like Cleveland beating us, right?
Yeah.
Now this is the next one. Watch this. I got him now. You got Boston or Lakers.
There's no way in my goddamn life that I'm going to sit here in a Lakers Kareem Abdul-Jabbar jersey on live camera and they playing the Boston Celtics and I'm supposed to pick someone else. You don't give me them goddamn Lakers? $6. If you don't give me them damn $7. Lakers?
Okay.
Give me them Lakers, man.
All right.
Give me them Lakers, man.
Okay.
You got Boston?
Yeah, I'm right.
Dummy. He was a dummy. Westbrook killed Boston. Westbrook in his career kills Boston.
Westbrook is killed Embiid.
That's true. He does.
And still lose to them. So, like, dog, no matter.
True. I'm glad you know that, though. I mean, you do.
No,
like,
you said it.
I said it before.
Yeah.
I thought you listened.
Yeah,
I thought you were a fan of Westbrook.
That's what you say, bro.
All right, so that's all the games we got?
Yeah, that's the 5 games right there.
All right.
So we got Phoenix and Golden State Friday. I'm Phoenix, you Golden State. We got Chicago and Boston. Saturday, you Boston, I'm Chicago. And we got Charlotte and Atlanta. Sunday,
Of course, I got
you
one.
Charlotte, I'm Atlanta. Then we got Memphis and Miami on Monday.
Of course, you got Miami.
And you got Memphis. Then we got Boston and Lakers on Tuesday.
Of course.
Lakers, like I'm rolling with Boston. But that's how we do it.
Guys, I call it a 4-1 sweep on this one. That ain't a sweep.
And I'm glad you know that I'm going to win 4-1. So, like, you know, like,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah.
like,
But nah.
you know.
Nah. But, Carl, I want to say again, I think I say this every week. A lot of topics today, man. A lot of topics. It was exciting. It was talking about some dunks, about some history inside us. We talk about some future. So we covered the history. We covered the future. We covered the current. Perfect episode. What more you need? What more you guys need, man?
But next week, I'm gonna give y'all a little taste of what we're gonna do next week.
I'm gonna take
One of our topics is gonna be build a baller. So we're gonna get
2K edition.
you're gonna get who get a highest IQ. You're gonna pick this player. Athleticism, you're gonna put this player together. Strength, you're gonna put this player together. You know what I mean? Like we're
I
gonna
like
do it.
that. I
We're
like
gonna do
that.
it.
I like
We're gonna
that.
do this, bro. Build
I
a baller.
like that.
So we're gonna pick 5. We're gonna get 5. We're gonna come together, pick 5 things to say IQ, passing, athleticism, strength, and something else.
We're gonna 2K the boy.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
bro.
I like that. I like that. I'm gonna do something special with the Flyers for next week. I like that. That's fun. That's fun.
Let's get it together, bro.
But anyway, guys, that's us. That's our rotation. Again, like the boy, share the boy, comment on that. If you agree with what we're talking about, say that in the group. If you disagree with what we're talking about, still say that. But you know, we ain't really feeling that. But if you disagree, say what you're thinking. Let's argue about these things. It's this Style of Fox Basketball Talk. I'm your boy Snuff. You know we got the host over here, Coach. Y'all know what it is. Until next time, we out.
Be easy. Nah, to the greatest.